Hi, I'm Kimmie Rose, and this is your weekly vibe and mantra for July the 21st through July the 27th, 2020 AD. It's been an interesting week as we are finding that the currency and the currents seem to be changing. And when I say that, I truly mean it. I have seen several posts online that have to do with how people are saying that we're running out of money, or we're seeing less and less cash that is being exchanged. So my question is, where is the cash? I mean, they make so much, right? I haven't really noticed that. I haven't noticed that at all, but I've had a lot of people who have said when I've been into stores, do you have any change? Or, and I'm like, yeah, a lot of change all in my purse. And then when I think about it, there is a real shift where a lot of people are paying through Zelle, and they're paying through different like PayPal and different means of currency. But I was thinking to myself, well, but that's still using currency, right? But if you really think of it, it's not. I mean, the flow of cash is not really moving out there as much as we're seeing things that are being paid in so many different ways. You can't even keep track of it. And that's the energy that's happening right this week with our soul and the way we feel. We are feeling very mixed up. We're feeling very unbalanced. And it's kind of like if I was to draw a tarot card, I would say it's like the Wheel of Fortune stage. It's like the stage where, you're looking at the wheel and you're saying, okay, I've done this and I don't want to do this. I don't want to repeat this pattern. I always say, like, if you repeat this, then you're driving a nail right into that wheel, and then do you want to go through it again? And the answer to me is no. But for a lot of people, the answers can change. And so the answers and the questions can often be different because people's energy are very scattered. One minute they're wanting to do one thing, the next minute they're wanting to do another. So the answer that I have is, let's go to another stage, which we call the hermit stage, is where you take that light and you go into yourself, to the I am. And you really learn to listen to your inner voice. This is a time not to make decisions. Do not make a decision that this is what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to, yes, I'm going to go do this, or I'm going to go do that. This is not the time to do it. This is a time that you want to really go in and you want to really get in touch with, yeah, I'd like to go this way, or I'd like to turn this corner or that corner, but how can I get there? Like, how am I going to come to this realization without feeling pushed, without feeling that somebody's like pulling on my strings? Well, the best way to do it is to really learn to silence yourself. And when you can listen to your own silence, you can hear the voice within. And the voice within you, it speaks in such beauty. It speaks in ways you've never, ever imagined. It's really a beautiful tone. But if you don't really know how to quiet yourself and listen, you'll never know that voice. And you'll be missing out on your greatest navigator in life. You'll never really know which way you want to go. So, this week is a week about stillness. It's about being as still as you can, and as many shadows. I kind of wanted to create the light like that so we can see our shadows appear. Remember that shadows are light, and out of light comes darkness, and out of darkness comes light. And the greatest light, that exists is the one within you. You are a beautiful light in this world, and the more you open up to that, the more you're able to come to a realization that you matter. And how much you matter makes a huge difference. So take the time to really, really get in touch with that part of you. And the more you do, the more you will open up and realize that life is a journey, and you have had the roadmap within you all along. You don't need that GPS. You don't need that electronic navigator. You know exactly where you want to go, and you know how to get there. And that's why really learning to listen to your intuition is important. We need to wake up those neurotrophins in our brain, because we've gotten so lazy as we are in this fast-paced age where we don't even have to count dollar bills anymore. It's true. I'm asking you to really work with your own currency, and remember, energy flows where you direct it. And so what I would like to do is just simply create the bell, the sound of the bell in your mind, the Kimbala bells. You remember the sound, and then close your eyes. This is your weekly mantra. As I sit still within myself, I recognize that energy flows where I direct it. I direct my energy within. As I sit still within myself, I realize that energy flows where I direct it. I direct my energy within. As I sit still within myself, I realize that energy flows where I direct it. I direct my energy within. Thank you so much for joining me, and also I want to thank all my students that showed up for the tarot class. I had a really great class. There's nothing like teaching the path to enlightenment and helping people realize that tarot deck is not just a tarot deck where we read somebody's fortune. It is a way to discover the path within you. It is the journey of the soul. And when you understand the elements are the energies that take you from stage to stage and from place to place, you begin to open up parts of you that you never knew existed. And when you wake up to that, you realize that you truly, truly are your greatest navigator. So I'm excited about all the things that are going on as I've navigated my energy towards Light the Way University. If you go over to Light the Way, it's LITE, theway.com. We have some wonderful classes. We have a class coming up in August. It's all about mindfulness. Mridhu Pasrija is teaching it. And then there's all kinds of classes that you can download. And they're like 7-day classes on enlightenment. And I'm going to be teaching another Journey of the Soul tarot class and certification. And also hypnosis certification coming up in the fall. Waking up your intuition, mediumship class, and I have a soulmate class. Go over to litetheway.com, LITE, theway.com, and sign up for Light the Way University and be part of a community of people all dedicated to living their life awake. And also don't forget to download my app, Kimmie Rose, and check out all the wonderful services and readers that we have. Lots of wonderful readers from all over the world. And thank you so much for joining me every week for your weekly vibe, and mantra. I'm Kimmie Rose. Namaste. Peace.
It's just forming some chords and some walls. I'm static without the ends, and every breath of hers was a thorn in his eye, and every petal's blushing red. It's on my fingertips, and my electric lights becoming